to call the Board of Trustees, Library Trustees to order December 10th, 2024. Did everyone have a chance to review the minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll move we accept them as printed.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you.
Okay. We'll just go over a couple things from the director's report. So we are a little behind with our planning, but we're working on getting January stuff out. Normally I would have the calendar for you, but we're still working on that. So, and obviously we're now switching over to the new system, so I've been trying to get that set up, and it's a lot of things to make sure we have in place before we start adding events, and I'm hoping to have that done by next week.
So you have the program.
Yes,
Just
yeah, and so we have to like set it
activated.
up, like all the different behind the scenes things that, you know. And we did have our first snow of the season, so Jude is out there clearing that away, making sure that the walkways weren't slippery. But other than that, it's just been kind of routine things. So any other questions about anything on the?
No issues with slipperiness or anything with the new walkway?
No.
Everything's great.
Can I just ask a couple things on the calendar
Yeah.
related kind of to the foundation? We have to send the membership letter, and will you be able to commit if we put general items like another music in the library for 2025?
Oh yeah.
Because that's kind of tradition.
Right. Yeah.
And then I wondered for the foundation if we could say we'll do a craft, and then it could be open-ended. And I think it would be good if you'd be able to, if you're willing and think it's appropriate, to do one where the patrons pay $10 like you've had, but foundation sponsored to make our money go further.
Okay.
It seems like so much of our money goes to the Wi-Fi hotspots.
Yeah.
And are you able to look into what other libraries do for hotspots? I know T-Mobile offers different options that might be cheaper, but they're probably not as good quality.
It's all like a contract.
Yeah.
So like there's really just more like a contract rate for everybody. So I think
okay.
we're kind of getting the cheapest.
It is for everyone
Yeah,
in the
I
library network? Or
the
town,
state did have a program, but you had to have filtering, which we don't have.
right.
But that's ceased, and you had to, after like a year, you had to purchase.
Okay.
I think there was another company, but people said there was issues with it because you weren't able to turn off hotspots if they didn't come back, and we've had to do that several times. So I haven't heard of too many other options already, because I mean people have on like library listservs have put this out before, but I think they're all pretty much like within roughly the same rate.
Okay, because the technology seems like it is constantly evolving, and we get offers for T-Mobile hotspots, and they're all different speeds, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're like on a special like government rate for like a special program. Yeah.
Okay, just wondered if.
What's the name of the new program again? Because my minutes won't open.
It's Assabet Interactive. ASSABET Interactive.
Okay. And we have the author talk, Ted Reinstein.
Yeah. I am, because we're just starting to finish up our January program now, so I am going to look and see, because Hanley's going to be doing some programs, so actually we are going to be doing some makerspace with the cart.
Oh, good.
So that will be foundation related.
If you, excuse me. If you want, I could try and remember to put makerspace activities in the letter fundraising request. But if you had anything, we don't want to go into a lot of specifics because it's not going to be a lot of room. But if you do come across anything, you want to email me before we do the final letter.
Yeah, when do you need that then by?
Anytime. I don't know. Jen and I are working on it.
Because there are a few other potential things coming up that maybe we could take a look at that.
I don't think we want to get into, I might not even say Ted Reinstein, I might just say author talk. On Ted, I was thinking too, we discussed how the last one, we didn't have the turnout we wanted, and there were multiple factors playing in. the rescheduling, whatever. Would you be able to make a real point of pushing publicity on this? Because I know it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make sure it gets into the Express.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, I
okay,
already have a
that'd be
note about
helpful.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, we could even try to put it on the town sign if that's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great idea.
It's too bad that's not electronic.
I
So,
know,
yeah.
it's such a pain to
Yeah,
read.
go up.
They still have the open house posted.
Oh, really?
I was gonna stop, not that it's my job to do, but I was almost gonna stop by, take it off and put up happy holidays. But if you want, let me know and I'll,
You'd think the tree lighting or something would have been put up. I don't know.
because they usually have happy holidays,
Yeah.
you know, just something simple.
Yeah.
Right.
I've seen that digital one that they have, like the one that I think they put from the police, like the
Yeah.
sign, you know,
Oh, yeah,
more and
right.
more often because it is just so convenient.
Did you see
One
the
in front of
one
the
in
school.
front of?
There's one in front of Highway Department.
What about the one in front of Indian Head?
Yeah,
That's the
Ooh,
one, that
yeah,
when I
that
was,
was sad.
I hate the red.
I don't like
The,
the neon light.
that was put in, I think when Zach was in third grade there, it was PTO that
but
put
now
it in.
it's electronic.
Yeah, the one in front of the Indian Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the original one, yeah.
Well, anyways,
I like the electronic, it stands out.
yeah, it's true that town hall didn't transition that way. And I guess with special permission, we have in the past, use the portable electronic one to get the belongs to the highway, police, or whatever, but, yeah. Okay, thank you.
All right. So next is the draft of the town report article. So I did just make the minor updates we talked about last time. So if everybody was comfortable with it, could approve.
Yes,
Okay.
I think we approved it last.
Oh no,
Oh, we didn't?
no, we
No.
just
I
discussed
thought
it last
we-
week.
Yeah.
We
That's
said
yeah.
subject to your updates, okay.
Okay,
Second it, you move,
I made a motion, moved.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.
Okay, great. New business. So we usually try to go over the closings and the trustees meetings for next year. So a lot of the closings are pretty standard. They're in the contracts. They did add in. So we always had December 24th, Christmas Eve, as half a day. And this next year it's on a Wednesday, so 9 to 12. And then they also added New Year's Eve, starting this year actually. So it's a Tuesday this year, we're doing 9 to 12. But next year, Wednesday, same 9 to 12. And then we usually close Saturdays in July and August, 9 to 1 instead of 9 to 3. And then the Saturday before, so Saturday, August 30th, before Labor Day. So, does anybody have questions about that or?
They all look good to me.
Okay. I think we usually vote on that too.
So moved.
I'll second.
You're the only two here.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
And just a note, so Halloween next year, I know this year we closed early, but it's on a Friday, so we close at 5, which I think is fine, so we don't need to. Alright, and trustees meetings, so if we go by the 4th Tuesday, I have those listed. The only ones that we would have to maybe change would be April. The 4th Tuesday is April vacation week, and I know that's an issue for some people, so I was recommending we bump it down to the 29th. I believe that's the week after.
That's fine.
And then, because of the holidays, November and December, we usually bump those up a week. So it would be November 18 and December 16. Just so we have obviously it could change, but just tentative to hold those dates.
That sounds good.
Yep, sounds good to me.
So, and again, if you vote.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Alright. And then Crean. Next is an evaluation.
Oh, yes, I said that on January 2nd I was gonna send out the forms, because people are busy for the holidays, so it's unnecessary to take care of it now. So I'll be passing that out, I already have it on my calendar to do so, and then we'll be on the agenda to talk about it come January.
So what are you sending out?
I'm going to send the paperwork for the director's evaluation. Like you.
Yep.
Give me your thoughts, whatever. And so I'll take care of that on the 10th, 2 weeks to have it back. And
January 10th?
the 2nd,
January 10th, you said?
I'm sending it out on January 2nd. And 2 weeks to have it, to fill it out. So that would be January 16th. Let me just look at the calendar. Question?
In the past years, Karen's provided us with some highlights of her accomplishments. Will you do that again?
Yeah.
And last year, I think was the first year, you had to do a self-evaluation. And I was thinking what might be helpful, I think they asked for.
I don't know if they're doing that still.
Oh, okay.
They're still it's kind of in flux what they're doing with that.
Yeah,
so
I have
I haven't
to
gotten
check in.
anything, and I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
if I'm going to. So
Well, like
Okay.
last year, the form, they changed the form. And so I have to still check in with Lisa.
Okay.
But self-evaluation is just the person evaluating themselves.
Right.
It's not for the directors to say anything. You have
Not
the
for
other
the trustees to say
I mean the
anything?
trustees, yeah. You have the other paperwork too.
Right. But if Karen has to do it, I was thinking that perhaps she could use some of the action plan in her self-evaluation.
Sure,
That might
sure.
work as a good idea.
Mhm.
And then if they said, where could you improve, you could say, like, we started expanding our publicity this way, but there's still room to expand, you know. So I just thought that might be useful.
Good idea.
And for us, it might be helpful. I don't know if this is appropriate. I was thinking along the same lines. And they could come from the action plan. If Karen had like 3 or 4 goals that she was focusing on in the upcoming year, and when a year from now we have to do further evaluation,
Right.
that might be helpful too.
Yeah.
Is that something you think?
yeah, like with the accomplishments, I can add some
Yeah,
goals.
you could again take it from the action plan if you wanted. Okay.
Anything else on the director's evaluation? Okay.
Okay. So just one thing then about the next meeting. So I know we just voted on 2025, but there is the budget. So I just got budget information. I think just right before the holiday, and they. And 1 year was due in November. Other years it's been December, but now this year it's going to be due January 10th. So I didn't have time to put it together for this meeting. So I think we might have to have just a quick meeting before January 10th to approve the budget. So I didn't know if we could try to squeeze it in before the foundation thing on the 7th, or if we wanted to try like the 2nd or the 9th, or like a Thursday, or what people's thoughts were for.
I think the foundation meeting is such a biggie with the pizza
Yeah,
and
it's
all.
gonna be
Maybe
an awful
not
lot.
that
Well, that's
night.
I was kind of thinking it might be too
Yeah.
tricky to do it that day.
But I'm open to other ideas.
I'm open to the 2nd or the 9th, because then we meet again on the 28th, so I don't know what your schedules are like.
I can do either the 2nd or the 9th.
I prefer the nights just to give me more time
Okay,
for the holidays.
that's
good.
fine.
Okay.
So you'll
plan-
send out a notice for that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
the next
6:45.
meeting is
January 9th,
Tuesday, January 28th.
Thursday.
Thursday.
No,
It's
well,
Thursday.
all right. January 9th. Same time, 6:45 p.m.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
And this is only to discuss
To
budget.
the budget, yeah.
Could I ask a question related to some thing that was in last month's notes?
Sure.
Okay. An update for the posting of the assistant director position?
Yes, I'm going to try to do that next week. So
Can you just do it?
I have to
It's
check with
just
Lisa. So
You
about
already did it once.
I
Why
know I
did-
don't know what the procedure is for the union. So I'm going to try to set up a meeting with her and ask her what I have to
I
do.
think we're missing an opportunity if we don't get it done sooner rather than later. I request that you do it as soon as possible, talking to Lisa or whatever has to be done. We asked you a month ago to do it in December, and I'm sure hoping Lisa doesn't say it has to be reposted internally.
All right. Is there anything else?
Jen had mentioned at the last foundation meeting how she really thought the volunteer appreciation tea that the library had years ago was very nice. And would you be able to feel comfortable of want to poll other libraries about what they do for volunteer appreciation? And
We give them so we actually
I
have
know what
stuff
you
now
do.
that we like.
But the
have ready
tea Jen
to-
was saying it was very nice, a reception, not just hand them a little something, and ask who is included. And I think if Jen was included in that they must have included people from either trustees or foundation. I know before COVID, Hanover used to have a big, almost like a cocktail party with live music and everything for their volunteers. So I know I'm thinking we might be able to do a little more than we do.
Well, maybe you could ask Teresa to put it on her agenda.
Well, it wouldn't necessarily, no, it wouldn't be a foundation sponsored. The library thanks their volunteers.
I mean, I was a
And-
volunteer before I did any of this, and I was never invited to it.
Well,
so I
this
don't know what
goes
to tell
way
you.
back.
No, they were doing it in 2006, 2007. Nancy was doing something.
The tea goes way back, I'm saying.
Okay, well, she had like people come and there was refreshments and.
Okay, the tea was put on by a company, not
Oh,
the
I see.
library.
Yeah, I mean now
So,
it's
yes,
kind of because right now like most of the volunteers we have are like teens that are like kind of they're
in
like here or there, like hit or miss whatever their school, and then we have the stat people who are getting the tax abatement, and then there's only like a couple people who are just like doing it for because personal enrichment.
Well, if you found out what others did, and we could maybe adapt something and do, and if you, I never think, I think a little goodwill goes a long way, and if you had RSVP, you could count on the number of attendees perhaps, and I think it would be nice to have the trustees there to thank the different people who do volunteer. And
I know there is a volunteer appreciation week. I'm not sure what month that is, but
I know it's something if you looked into what others do and who they include, and maybe we could discuss it in the future.
Yeah. That's all I have.
Okay. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:07 p.m.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Thank you.